Hello you beautiful motherfuckers, it's me Shaz, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today, that was the quickest intro I've ever had, and anyways, happy 4/13 everybody. It is 10th anniversary of Homestuck, and I cannot believe it, I am so excited. Today, as a way to celebrate, I thought I would explain Homestuck in a hyper brief way to you guys, as a way for you to just like dip your feet in the water, in the fucking ocean called Homestuck. And this is probably gonna be barely enough plot because this fucking webcomic has 8,000 pages. But anyway, let's start the video. Homestuck starts off on April 13th, aka John Egbert's birthday. He and his friends, Rosalon, Dave Strider, and Jade Harley decide to play a game called Sburban and basically end the world. They go into the medium where they meet. After a while, they meet the trolls. Radia Megiddo, Tavros Nitrum, Solix Captor, Nepeta Legion, Karkat Ventus, Kanaya Mariam, Tarazi Pyro, Vriska Circuit, Equius Zaha, Gamzi Makara, Eridan Ampora, and Theferi Pisces, or Pisces. These trolls are very annoying and they decide to pester these children, but we also find out that they had their own session as well, also known as Scrub. And they played the game, but they're also accidentally lost, but they're trying to find a way to basically win through the kids. But also, the kids... This is so confusing, so I'm just gonna very quickly skim through this. John goes with Vriska, Dave goes with Terezi. They do some shit. Rose talks to this guy called Doc Scratch. Jade's sleeping. A lot of shit happens. John is now God tier. Dave is trying to be God tier but is having an existential crisis. Rose turns grimdark, and now the trolls can't look into their timeline anymore. So now they're having trouble, and now the kids are basically on their own, while the trolls are basically left to do whatever the fuck they want. While the kids are having their fun, the trolls start getting a little murderous and start killing each other. AKA, Gamzee goes on a killing spree. Eridan kind of kills Solix, but also kills Kanaya and Theferi, but then Kanaya kills him too, so... forget about that. Vriska kills Tavros, and then Terezi kills Vriska. Basically, after a lot of killing happens, they decide they need a scratch session for the kids, basically. A scratch session is basically where you reset everything to basically restart everything. I don't know how to explain it, but the restart version is gonna have their guardians instead of them as the players. AKA Nana, Bro, Mom, and Pop-Pop or Grandpa, aka also known as Jane Crocker, Roxy Lawn, Dirk Strider, and Jake English. But for them to go into the Alpha timeline, they have to literally break the fourth wall, but it's gonna take them a 3-year journey for them to be able to go through the Beta timeline to the Alpha timeline. But before this happens, Rose decides to basically kill the Green Sun as a way to stop Jack Noir, because the Green Sun basically gives him more power to be able to go to other dimensions, but it's a suicide mission. Her and Jade and Dave have the saddest conversation where they basically talk about who should who should die to save the world, basically. But they end up both doing it, but they also end up being God tier. I honestly forgot how Jade becomes God tier, so I'm not even gonna mention it, but let's just say she's God tier. But now, they're gonna be traveling for 3 years on a meteor and the Prospect ship. And on the meteor are the trolls, Dave, and Rose. On the Prospect ship are John, Jade, Dave Sprites, and everyone else. But basically what happens is, on this travel, they make new bonds. Like, Dave, Terezi, and Karkat have this weird triangle thing going on at some point. Terezi has a kiss messitude with Gamzee, and then Kanaya and Rose start dating. And honestly, they're the cutest couple ever. Y'all can fake me. There's also a lot of ships and Homestuck, but I won't get into them today, but just note that there's a lot. But while they're doing this 3-year journey, the Alpha kids, aka obviously, the main, Jane and blah, are doing a session of their own, aka the Sburb Alpha. But while they're doing this, instead of being pestered by trolls, they're gonna be pestered by cherubs, aka Calliope and the other one. And Calliope is the sweetest person alive. Caliborn is just... fuck. Basically, a lot of things happen. They do their own session, and then the kids come to their session, and then they decide to fight Lord English. But before this all happens, they talk a lot in the Dream Bubbles. And Dream Bubbles was created by Theferi Pisces herself, aka the Witch of Life, as a way for the dead and the sleeping to communicate with each other on this plane of memories and things like that. And on this plane of memories, basically everyone can interact with each other, the sleeping, the dead, and from every single timeline, Doom timelines and everything. And we meet the Dancestors, aka basically the Alpha Kid version, or the Beta Kid version actually, of the Trolls. Because we find out the Trolls we know from Alternia are actually scratched version of the trolls from Beforus, or Before Us. I don't know what it's called, but honestly, if you need to know anything about the ancestors' lives on Alternia, you should watch this mini comic, or not mini comic, this animation. It's an animation, what am I talking about? Called After Us. It is one of the most gorgeous animations alive, and y'all need to watch it. Basically, the ancestors, aka basically it means ancestor and descendant together, because honestly, Homestuck relations are annoying, because Karkat is technically Kankri's dad, but also Kankri is Karkat's dad. It's confusing. Let's not get into it, but let's not get into Homestuck, just familiar relationships. It's very confusing. But let's just say they're called ancestors. But they don't really do much to the plot other than Mina Paishi's, aka Pfefferi's ancestor. So we're not going to get too much into them, so we're just going to brush over them, if you don't mind. Basically, to the help of Vriska, Mina, and so many people, they try to save the world, but they fail, ending in sound page game over. One of the saddest sound pages in Homestuck ever. But before this all happens, John is given the power to retcon by Vriska. He gets this symbol that basically resembles a Homestuck symbol, and he gets to retcon. He basically needs to go back and do a lot of things. But before this all happens, a lot of people die, and it's one of the saddest things ever. But then Terezi comes in. John and Roxy basically has like this weird like kind of shippy moment where I was just like kind of ship, but like do I really ship? I don't really know, but it was like a kind of ship moment for me. But basically, Terezi comes to John being like, hey, I know you can do this, so do all of these things for me, and I'll only let you pass once I know what you're doing. I'll give you a password and everything. And basically in the game, you have to basically give passwords as a way to go back and basically fix, in quotations, some mistakes that she did. And one of the biggest things that Terezi makes you do, or makes John do, is make sure Vriska never dies. And if Vriska never dies, Vriska somehow manages to get a more allegiance with Terezi. Basically, this is like a platonic soulmate kind of thing. And they make a plan to basically kill Lord English and be able to finish everything. So when John goes back, he is basically in this new timeline where Soundpage Game Over never happened. Everyone's still alive other than the people who died before Soundpage 11, or Game Over. And they decide to fight Lord English. And it's one of the biggest fights in Homestuck, resulting in Soundpage Collide. Basically, a lot of things happen, and they have to make a new universe, aka also known as Earth C. Basically, that's the end of Spurb, and basically any end of the new universe, they get to remake the universe, basically. While this is all going down, after they fight everything, before they fight everything actually, Roxy manages to, using her voidy powers, restore this egg matriarch thing, which basically holds the future of trolls as a way basically they can like live again. And Kanaya is obviously, since she's a Jade Blood, she has to have things about it, but again, the Hemo Spectrum is very confusing. I'll get into it at some point later on in my channel, but not today. And basically, they managed to kill, after a long battle, they managed to kill Lord English. And they go into Earth C, where they remake humanity. Well, not humanity, but they have carapaces, aka the things that were in Durst and Prospect. And the new trolls, Kanaya and Rose get married, and also there used to be these things called the Snapchat. There was this Homestuck Snapchat where basically you could see the characters basically in Earth C and having fun. That's all we know so far. And since I'm pre-recording this, I still do not know if we're gonna be getting an epilogue. Well, the epilogue has already been confirmed, but people have speculated that it'll be on the 10th anniversary, but I do not know anything about the epilogue yet. I will probably make a thoughts video on it, but it's the end of Homestuck. Did that make any sense? And can you tell that I am very tired right now? I've tried to record this so many times, but I've failed again so many times. But I think I finally did it. And I cannot believe that it's finally done. And it feels so weird. It's the 10th anniversary of Homestuck, but this is the first technically 413 that I celebrated, because back when I got into Homestuck, the 413 had already happened in 2018. So I've only been on this fandom for a year now, and honestly, I love this fandom so much. Obviously, this has so much discourse and just so much bad things happening, but like, it's such a family. I love talking to other Homestuck fans, and just really want to mention this part to you guys. I know it's very sappy, but I just want to say Homestuck has really changed my life for the better, and I'm gonna be forever grateful to this webcomic. It's really super webcomic. But anyways, Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you care about anything about my personality. And I don't know, I'm tired. Follow me on the Homestuck and Art Amino if you would like to be part of any future videos, because I do like to make some videos with the Homestuck and Art Amino, but I have only done Homestuck Amino, so I would admit, if you're a Homestuck fan, which I'm guessing you probably are, go to the Homestuck Amino and follow me. The link will be in the description below. But again, as always, I love you guys a lot, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.